lost that fight, but because they pushed in deep and stopped the edge of the hill being held onto by Fnatic zombies, it was an easy reject win.
Or maybe biting down a bit more than they can actually chew. That's another big fight Reject are taking. There's a little bit more resistance, I would say, versus Bigatron. There's now Luxy and Ryzen still up and ready to go. Luxy needs to make up for the few weaker performances at the start of the day. Oh, this twin is going to be entering the building, going for the res potentially. The Molly goes a little bit higher up. The nades, the utility still getting traded back and forth. Now the rest of the team of Reject joining up, and Zeus, they go for a third party, man. This is a party, and they got the invitation. And Zeus gonna go actually just into the building, just more over to the northern side. Not gonna get fully involved with this fight. They want to wait for it to end before capitalizing and joining the party. So things are slow now, but they're gonna ramp up pretty quickly.
I love that the first game of the day was quite passive, quite chill, but now we're in the last game of the day. All hell is breaking loose.
We're going for it, man. They'll throw in everything they have. Throw the spaghetti to the wall, see if it sticks. If it does, you're doing good. Zeus trying to actually reduce the effectiveness of the two other teams against them by using that utility, finding some knocks and damage. It is making that so much easier. Zeus is currently the knife going through some butter and is looking so easy how they're playing around it. BTR still got currently 3 players. Nades, they have the idea. They know where BTR currently playing in this location. Godless is right down below, definitely in nade range. The Bigatron, how are you going to play this one? You're all catered in one building. Maybe it will be good to jump out, send a player to actually get the information around the side of the buildings, but they want to stay catted inside, and you're going to get naded eventually. It was just a question of time. Zeus gets the first one. BTR now down to 2. Is Luxy and ZEUSICY. Let's see how the twins can make things work out. As Luxy actually inside the smoke, they do not know. He could try and backstab it coming out from behind. Godless pushes up, gets an extra knock. Now it's just one that's going to be remaining, and they spot him out instantly inside the smoke. And what a push from Zeus, rising up to the occasion. And now 5 kills coming their way with still 3 players. That was a push that was a little bit slow, but the execution was on point. Chef's kiss.
Open and protection. You've really got to navigate yourself quite carefully.
As Imperium will say, let's go into Picardo. Picardo, talking about that position, BTR went finally back there. They used to drop in Puerto Pariso for the short period of time at the start of this event. And now, seem like for the 3rd game on Miramar for the World Invitational, they are going to go back. As Ryzen's right on top of the roof of the arena, and he's just chilling there, hoping to give some information. And as they fight versus Zeus, Tooth and Nail are going into this fight. But so far, we haven't seen any team eliminated, so still a chance. BTR can make it happen.
Yeah, they do have a player down, and it's only 1 player knocked down from Zeus, so without a confirmation, the body advantage, for the most part, still goes over to Zeus in that fight. Still, we hold on to Chumasera as these 2 teams are battling it out. Despite being at the lower part of the standings, still got to give a lot of respect to these teams for participating in these games, for helping to shine a light on the reason why we're all here, which is, of course, charity to help raise money for vaccinations and just credit to Myth and Fanatics especially.
Yeah, leave no one behind. That is going to be the motto we live up to in this World Invitational. For good cause, and games for good cause too. It's like the best of both worlds. You've got some good gameplay and it's for good cause. Look at that. Look at that. Gamers
Everybody
unite.
wins.
Everybody wins, exactly. Except me, I have to cast with Imperium, but we're used to that by now. I think I cope pretty well.
Jesus Christ.
It's Sundari, man. I show appreciation and love by hating on you, okay? That's how it is. I'm really leaning into my role right now.
You know what? Could be worse. I could be French, you know?
Hey, you know what? Fair enough. We got some sick baguettes over there, that's all I'll tell you. Though, Liquid is going to have some 6 shots coming his way, as he's going to be absolutely roasted to a crisp. And Liquid, one of the top fraggers, no, actually not one, the top fragger for BTR is instantly going to be losing his life. So now they're down to 2. And that is something that Zeus, you know, when they have a hold on the team, they don't let them go that easily. So what's the game plan? Can't he see Ryzen there? He must have seen his head top of the roof.
Whether or not he sees him, he's not really going to be specifically looking up there, right? Because you never expect to see someone up there. Now, for Ryzen, I'm a little bit surprised that he's not crawling down to at least... I know what you're thinking. You're like, we see him, but we know he's there. See, you know, you always got to think that, like, God doesn't have an idea. But I'm a little bit surprised that Ryzen isn't, like, moving at least down to one side so that he's protected a little bit. But he has nothing. He hasn't been able to pick up a gun. Obviously, he hasn't been able to pick up anything. He is a bit of a...
What's Baby Godzilla doing?
He's he's like a roof tile up there. He's, you know, oh man, I feel sorry for him because you know, knowing that he can do nothing to help the rest of his team, it makes it even harder, right? You know, it's one thing trying to help your team, but it's so much worse when you can do absolutely nothing in this situation.
And he's got company, you know what? He's got Buddy Godzilla next to him. I don't know where ZEUSICY's trying to play. He's gonna jump on down. Yeah, he saw them on the right. He's switching side. Little hop over.
I know.
What the dog doing?
Oh my lord. Oh man. But Zeus will be able to move forward. Let's have a little bit of a talk on where other teams are though around the map. That was a mistake from Gayalzen. Yes, the rest of the team kind of returned up, but Mafia Ninjas now knocked down. It leaves 2 players left up. Bit poor decision making from DRS as they're not even inside the circle as well.
Yeah, they are going to have to make sure they can get off that fight with Blacklist International Na'Vi. There's even going to be Yala and Fnatic Zombies down south, but this is not an easy escape for them.
Yeah.
Kill feed, Zeus versus BTR, that's an interesting fight. We'll get to eventually. You can see into the picture currently as all of Zeus, the inner dip. Nades are so easy to connect, and it's so easy. In fact, the Liquid is just taking them down one by one solo so far. You've got to be careful. You've got a team right behind you. And as I say that's it for Liquid. That's it for BTR. Eliminating the 16th position. It's up and down for them today, man. He got himself a win at the start, and now a 16th position game. Yeah, they need to work on that consistency.
तो लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए महाकाल का दबाकर लाइक और शेयर ठोक दीजिए 5000 लौटे दिख जाना चाहिए ये 4000 के लिए मैं यहाँ पे नहीं खड़ा हूँ पूरा साल मेहनत करता हूँ आपके लिए बेटा ऐसा नहीं चलेगा लाइक ठोकी दबा के लाइक ठोकिए यहाँ पे देखिए